I don't care how you was feeling before. Nope. But right now, it's time to feel good. Yeah. Let's go. I'm good. I'm good. It don't matter how my day starts off, because I'm good.
The BunLife Podcast is brought to you by Arch Healthcare. Arch Health Medical Group's primary goal is to be patient-focused throughout their organization and to serve the community with excellence every day. To heal, comfort, and promote health in the communities they serve. archhealth.org. All right, welcome everybody. It's Thanksgiving, so we're going to call this one our Thanksgiving episode. Happy Turkey Day.
Happy Turkey Day to you too. Hope everybody's having a good day and has at least started either the cooking process or has been eating or at least put on the TV for football that starts at 9:30 today on West Coast time.
With alcohol.
Yeah.
You don't cook without, you cook with alcohol, right?
I don't actually.
You don't drink and cook at the same time?
Well, yes, but I don't put the alcohol in the food.
Oh. You don't? You don't put it in like your, like when you do like slow cooker?
I don't. I don't like the flavor of it. I don't like the flavor of that. No, you're probably a Jell-O shot girl too, huh?
I feel like our friendship it just
took a different turn, didn't it? I know. Yeah, it's not good.
Okay, but you do drink while you cook.
Yes, I do actually. There's always a bottle of wine, but it has to at least be 12:01. I just have no. I mean, sometimes it'll be a mimosa in the morning, but
see,
12:01 is when the wine starts opening.
You have to have at least begun your cooking. You can't like start drinking and then because I've done that before. It was one of the best holidays, but I only remember half of it. Did not get to eat or taste any of the food. Not even sure how I completed my cooking, but I did. My candied yams made it to the table, but anyways, I digress.
Yams? Really?
Candied yams.
Oh, we're going to have to talk about what's on our table. Oh my gosh. You sound like my brother. He loves those candied yams. Well, I don't know. That does not even reach my table.
I love your brother.
Any sweet potatoes, anything that's,
anything that's carby and sweet and filled with cinnamon and sugar. Who are you, Terry?
No.
Oh my God.
Okay, we're going to have a competition here. Who has the best Thanksgiving table?
Oh, don't even start. Challenge accepted.
But first, I hear you're not going to be in town.
I am not.
What's your plans?
I'm going to go with the kiddos. Daryl works. He works every Thanksgiving and the day after and the day after. So I'm not going to be able to see my family for Hanukkah. So I am going to go out to Arizona for Thanksgiving. It's going to be interesting because actually there's going to be nobody in the house but my parents. My youngest sister's moved out, so she's gone. My younger sister's best friend who used to live there, she's moved out with my sister. And then my other sister, lots of girls. She is actually going to be here in California.
Oh, wow.
On starting that Friday. So they're going to do Disneyland and all that good stuff. So my kids will each have a room and I'll have a room. It's going to be great.
That is great.
So it'll be really good. I try to see them for at least one of the holidays.
How long are you going to stay?
Just a few days. I'll drive out Wednesday.
You're driving out on Wednesday, which I know because you were going to have to work some of that time and I was going to get to have Carson to myself. But no, I get a really fun text going, oh, sorry, I'm going to go visit my family. So Carson's coming with me. I'm like, okay, but I've already planned it. So sorry, she can't go.
I know. She's a good time.
Did you already tell her she was going to get to hang with me?
I did.
Oh, well, good luck with that. I'm sorry, but your 6-year-old kind of likes me a little bit.
I'm just going to tell her that necklace that you just got her is from me.
Oh my gosh, you told her.
And then I'll feed her something really yummy.
Really yummy, yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I actually am not really I like the concept of Thanksgiving, but I really hate Thanksgiving.
Really?
Every year I cringe.
Is it because of cooking or is it just because of
There's always
drama?
Every year there's been drama. Something happens and one year was okay, but it never fails. Some sort of insulting situation or difficulty arises, and I just want it to be low key and calm and Daryl always works, so I just beg him every year, can we just go away? Can we go away?
Well, it's funny because it's very low key in my house. That's actually my husband's father's holiday. And so my mother-in-law passed away a couple of years ago. So actually 7 years ago. And so ever since then it's changed, but also it was his holiday because my brother-in-law's kids, he's got 3, and that was the only time he got them all at the same time. So, because he had remarried. And so it was just really low key, like forced conversations. Nobody really says much to each other. They put I'm a football fan. They put the TV on mute. For me, the one who watches football, who tweets it live, who writes about football, I'm like, okay, can I turn that up? They're like, oh no, it's Thanksgiving. It's called togetherness. I'm like,
we can watch it together.
So I look at the clock and I'm like, well, it's okay. Okay. It's 12:15.
What time do you guys do like food?
Well, we usually go up there around noon, and then usually around 2, and then we're usually on the road because it's in Riverside, which is about an hour and a half from where we live.
Okay.
And so we wanted to be back home by 4. Now, the funny story is that we've last year we actually made a window to go up there, and it was just funny because the Steeler game we're playing. I think it was last year.
Yeah.
They were playing the Ravens, and it was a big game. And so I think they played the Ravens. Anyway, it was a Thanksgiving game, so also to play on Christmas and New Year's. But it was just funny because basically my husband's like, "We're going to be home at 4, and we're going to be home at 4 no matter what."
So
and
we're
yeah. I mean, he was just basically like, "We are staying this long." And it was funny. As soon as that clock struck the time he wanted to leave, 2:45, we were up and out. And I'm like, how come when I'm ready to go, it's like, yeah, well, don't worry. We'll get, we'll go soon. We'll go soon.
You've never seen your husband move faster.
Oh, I never have. Ever.
Yeah, no, that's the same with my husband.
Ever. It's like, oh, okay.
It's kind of comical.
It is kind of comical, but so you're traveling, but are you flying or are you driving?
Driving.
Okay, Korren, let me just remind you, you have a 6-year-old?
She's the easy one.
1.5-year-old son who...
What is sitting still for him?
He's busy.
Yeah. No,
he's busy.
He's like the Energizer Bunny. So I plan on driving early in the morning to go out there, which should be harder than probably when we come back.
How early? I would go really early.
Like when he wakes up, 6:30. And then I would plan on bringing every snack possible. And, just...
Well, the one thing, he seems to like loud noises and music.
Yeah,
and
he's just loud.
One thing about Dylan, you guys have to know, it's really funny. So, Korren and I don't live close to each other. We live about 40 minutes away, give or take.
On a good day.
On a good day, yeah. So, our drive, she's in Long Beach, and I'm in Laguna Beach area. So, we are about 45 minutes to an hour away from each other. So a lot of times our interaction is on the phone in the car. She calls me either home from work or I get to call her at night after the kids have gone down. But when she's got Dylan in the car, it's on Saturday, and she's like, "Hi, I just want to quickly tell you," or I'm like, "Hi, I just want to tell you something." Dylan's like screaming,
"Mama,
Mama." But the last time was funny. You were going to Target and he's like, "Bye." He screamed in the car. I was like, "Bye, Dylan." He just is so funny. He's loud.
But it's the minute the phone, he'll be completely quiet, and then but also, let this be a public service announcement to anybody who wishes or thinks or dreams of contacting me via telephonic nature. Let it not be between the hours of 5 and 8 p.m. unless you expect me not to retain any information. It's happened before. There are people who should know better that call me at 6:30 p.m. and I literally answer the phone and it's like, I'm like, I'm sorry. I just, I have some things going on right now. I'm trying to be polite.
What number have you called, please?
Seriously. It's like, and then, kid's in my arm. And so he's losing his shit in the phone. And that seems to not trigger the thought even. That's the part that gets me in. It's like, you hear him losing his mind. I've told you I'm busy. And yet still you want to carry a conversation about something irrelevant.
Yeah, I usually try to go, okay, good to talk to you. I'll talk to you later.
Nice. Yeah, thanks.
Or I text you during that time and I don't expect to get a reply until about 9 o'clock.
Yeah, no. Until I find my phone, because I usually lose it for a while.
Carson
and then
takes it.
Yeah, Carson. Oh God. If you get text messages from me and there's a lot of emojis, Likely my daughter stole my phone.
Well, it was funny because when Korren and I were in my office doing some recording and testing some things out not too long ago, Carson came with, and she was in the waiting room.
So good that day.
And she had my phone, and I was like, okay, but she had my phone for like 40 minutes. And I get home, and I was like, okay, because I showed her how to work Audio Notebook. And so I get home, and I'm like, wow, she had recorded over 2 hours. And I don't know how she did it because she was only really out there about 40 minutes, but it showed up about 2 hours of all kinds of shows that she was doing and dance parties and, things with her friends. And I think she made a trip to Alaska. She made a trip to Hawaii.
I'm sure she did.
It was awesome. Let me just tell you, it was like a YouTube thing on audio. It was crazy.
She loves that. She takes my phone and does she'll record on my phone as if she's recording for YouTube. And she'll be like, hey guys. And I think you guys have seen it on the Instagram post. Yeah, I'm like, ew. When did you start talking like this?
She's pretty funny. She cracks me up.
She's crazy. And honestly, I've been amping her up because, so we do everything together, me and the kids. And I'm like, are you guys ready for mashed potatoes? And I get so excited because mashed potatoes are my favorite thing. And they both, Carson, do you know Carson hated mashed potatoes until 2 years ago? What kid
hates mashed potatoes? It's like mashed potatoes and corn is like their thing, or French fries and corn or something.
Just smear anything in mashed potato. So she just started liking it. And so I found this new recipe. No, I kind of accidentally made this recipe because I was out of something, and it turned out so good. Daryl was like, this is the best mashed potatoes I've ever had. So guess who signed up for mashed potatoes this year?
Well, what do you put in them?
Cream cheese.
Oh, I do that on mine.
Shut up.
Oh my gosh. Really? You just found the cream cheese?
God,
really? Oh my gosh.
Guys.
Oh, poor
I'm feeling mashed
Korren.
Potato shame.
You really are being I'm like, okay, well, I do that.
I mean, obviously there's garlic and in there, but
that's really funny though. But the key to kids eating stuff is you find what, I think I mentioned this one time before, Summer hated strawberry jelly until it was Little Mermaid strawberry jelly. So back in the day, that was her thing. And as soon as I told her it was Little Mermaid strawberry jelly, that was like the best thing ever.
So what the heck would I call mashed potatoes?
I don't know,
it
what
looks
does
like
Carson
poop.
like? Well, Dylan would be fine with that. But well, white, I guess. But
I mean, what is it like? I don't know, princess applesauce, or
I don't know.
I
don't know if mashed potatoes could do it, but just sometimes just throwing something in there the way they call it. For example, on the blog that I'm getting ready for our site on school lunches, one of the hacks I learned was parents are always doing these pizza roll-ups. They're always doing these things for kids for lunch. Pizza cupcakes. What are they really? They're little pizza and muffin tins. They're actually pizzas, that they do. But you call them cupcakes, and guess who loves them?
Oh my gosh. So when my kid tells her teacher, my mommy gave me cupcakes for lunch, I'm still hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you guys remember that other episode, because the other episode where I got called and I got in trouble and chewed out because my kid didn't have enough food, you're trying to tell me that I won't get in trouble for that though, right? No, I'm probably going to.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because I'll just explain to them.
It's such an easy thing to do. It takes exactly
amazing.
20 minutes, and it's crazy. And then they look like cupcakes.
Including prep time?
Including prep time.
Dude, I'm making it right now.
5 minutes to prep. Now, this is going to force you guys to read our blog, because it'll be up there next week. So I just want to make sure it's up there.
If you guys know me at all, pizza is life.
Yeah. Crescent rolls plugged into a
Have you ever done
sauce,
the crescent rolls with butter, cinnamon, sugar?
Oh yeah,
so good.
Yeah. I'm surprised you haven't even put your Nutella on it. I know you.
I've done that. No, I've done that. I just nobody else loves Nutella as much as I do. My family.
Have you crushed your Oreos on top of it as well, and then rolled it up?
The hell? Are you like a favorite food hacker? Like, where does this come from?
I kind of know you a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Well, I have no more Oreos left. Do you know why? Do you know why, Terry? Because Dylan. Let's just leave it at that.
No,
it's always because
them?
Dylan. Side note though, it was my fault because I put it on the bottom shelf. Let's take a moment to recognize Stanford Healthcare, who's committed to providing clear, accurate, and honest information about their quality of care so that patients can make informed healthcare decisions. Stanford Healthcare is creating new delivery models, leveraging advanced resources to create seamless continuity of care for every patient. StanfordHealthcare.org.
So a little background. Corinne's birthday was about a couple months ago. And so I had a bunch of different presents for her to open. I took her to lunch from work. And she basically had a big box of Oreos that were the ones that come in a 2-pack. So
the
that
teaser
was, yeah,
pack.
the teaser pack. Yeah. So that was, I said, if you want to share, that was a little saying on there. And she's like, okay, if I have to. And then if she was being healthy, there was the Oreo Thins. And so, it was just more being funny, but I guess Dylan found the two-pack. Yeah.
Because I was going to share them with my kids, like in their, like Carson's lunch. Just if it was like a Friday, put them in there, right? And then Dylan, they're just like the perfect size for his little hands. And he just walks up, he goes, Mama, cookie? And then sometimes, I don't know if this is a mom fail or mom win. I'm leaning 60-40 on fail here. He'll come up, he'll literally, I get home, I walk in the door, I put him down, he runs to the cabinet, he goes, Mama, cookie? And I go, well, it will tide him over until his dinner's ready.
No.
Here, eat 2 Oreos. I'm going to hell.
You need to put vanilla wafers in there or graham crackers.
We have the circus. This sounds like my cabinet is full of shit. There's the circus animal, like the
not the frosted kind.
The frosted kind.
Oh no.
We have those, but they don't eat them, so mommy eats them. And then there's raisins. He was on a raisin kick so bad that he had raisins falling out of his diaper.
No, raisins.
I know.
I don't like raisins.
I don't
never.
either.
And who puts them in cookies? Ew.
But no offense to the raisin lovers.
I know.
I like chocolate covered raisins, not as much as chocolate covered pomegranates or blueberries. But I digress. There's raisins in there. There's like organic Nutri-Grain bar things that he was obsessed with and now won't touch. And then there's
well, once you have an Oreo and then you look at the Nutri-Grain bar, you're like,
I totally screwed that shit up, didn't I?
Mom, what did you do to me?
Oh my gosh. And then, well, there's Nutella's in there, but he can't like get it. It's in a jar.
Can he open the package for the cookie? Does he figure that out?
He
can only grab them.
He squishes it.
Oh no!
But then when they do give him the cookie, it's like a face palm with the frosting down the nose and lips, and then he's like, "Mama, trash," and he gives me the cookie. And sometimes he doesn't eat the cookie, and then it's just frosting on the face.
Oh, nice!
I'm like, that's my kid right there.
Yeah, but he's so gorgeous and he's so cute. You just look at him and go, "It's okay, Dylan. You're just too cute."
Guilty.
He's so cute.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever you. It's so bad. Daryl looks at me like, come on, such a mama's boy.
So now, how will this work for you when it comes to Thanksgiving? Now that you're going, and then it'll just be now. Did your family watch football and do all that, or is it more just hanging out and
yeah? No, my mom's super into that. We try to keep it as simple as possible. We have some kind of things going on. In the family, so we're not really sure like who will be able to make it to dinner, so it'll be very light.
What'll Daryl do at home? Just kind of whatever he wants.
Do the dishes. I don't know. He'll be
going to
working.
listen to this. So what should he be doing when you're gone?
No, honestly, I think that he's going to be working so much. They're on mandatory overtime right now. So I imagine, might get off with enough time to make it over if there's a family member on his side that's doing Thanksgiving.
His mom or son or sister.
His mom, yeah. That's what's happened in the past. And it's usually like maybe 6 o'clock at night, and he'll go hang out for a couple hours. And then a
lot of people eat earlier, so who knows? He'll be eating leftovers.
It'll be leftovers, and then he goes into work the next day, and then the next day. So really, truthfully, I imagine he's going to be exhausted, rightfully so. He's been working a lot, so he deserves the downtime, anyways.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you mentioned your mashed potatoes, apparently
that are not as great and grand as I
thought. Cream cheese that most of us already know about, but that's okay.
Jerk.
And then your yams, not yams. They're
candied yams.
They're candied yams. Okay.
But I guess that's a cultural thing, whether you call it yams or sweet potatoes.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. No, it's a big thing at my brother's house too. They like it, and I just like, get those away from me.
I know I like your brother.
Don't even want it touching my plate.
Shocking.
My thing are the deviled eggs.
Oh,
I make the best
we were
deviled
gonna have
eggs.
a contest.
Mine are
so I
hands
think I
down.
have.
Yeah. No.
But do you make them spicy?
Yes.
Oh, so do I.
Mine are spicy.
Do you have texture?
Yes.
So do I.
Yeah. See, one thing with Corinne and I, we try to one up each other. She usually wins, but I have a zinger every once in a while.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and we compete on our lasagna.
We do.
I'm pretty sure yours are better. I saw your stuffed shells. They're pretty good.
Yeah, my stuffed shells are good. But I make a banana cream pie because my husband, we do not eat pumpkin pie, apple pies, but we like banana cream.
Daryl, will kill you if he hears that you said apple pie.
He likes apple pie.
Like peach cobbler, apple pie.
He's a peach person, and I don't get that. We've had actually arguments about peaches. I'm like, peaches because he's like always like, no, peaches on waffles, and I'm like, stop.
Oh.
And then his pineapple on pizza.
French toast. Really? Okay. You already know how I feel about that.
Okay, yeah.
No pineapple on pizza.
No, pineapple on pizza is pastry. No. That's not, no.
It's just mushy.
Well, and then somebody said, well, what else do you do? Because I'm a chocolate person, so I don't really, but the desserts, sometimes it's, I can, and I don't bake. You know that. I've mentioned that before. The only thing I can make that is pretty good as far as baking is brownies. I make good brownies. But banana cream pie is not much baking except the crust. But pound cake, we do a pound cake strawberry, what's it called? A strawberry shortcake.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I just realized I lied. I do soak my strawberries in rum.
Oh! Dear.
Yeah. Shout out to Captain Morgan.
Oh, my handsome captain.
A little bit of rum there. But other than that,
when you do your strawberry shortcake, you soak them in
just
Captain?
for a minute. Yeah, just for a minute. Otherwise, they get too mushy.
60 seconds.
Yeah, actually, I put a timer on it.
Do you like poke holes in the strawberries?
I don't. Otherwise, but you know who really likes them? The kids.
Okay, Terry. Let's hope there's no law enforcement listening.
Well, we're like, you guys might not like those because they've been soaked in stuff. And they're like, what? Like sugar? I'm like,
soaked in sugar.
Like sugar. It's kind of comical now. See, remember, the pies are at the end of the meal. So, or after people are full. So you basically have football going on. You have all those appetizers. By the time dinner gets around, everybody's full anyway, but they still eat it. And then by the time people are like, should I have a turkey sandwich now or should I have dessert? I mean, then you soak them for a minute and the kids are like, what are these? And it's amazing. And then I can get them to nap. Just kidding.
Oh my God. Remind me not to send Carson over for reals now. Is that what you're going to be doing? You're like, she was so good for me. Oh my gosh. I don't know what it is, but she slept for like 72 hours.
Hey, you said Dylan's teething. I'm telling you. Soak strawberries.
Will
there you
it
go.
ever stop?
I just think it's funny.
He would probably be like, meh. But yeah, no,
Thanksgiving's a fun day.
You know what? I'm determined to make Thanksgiving thebomb.com because it's centered around food. Like, how can the holiday be so crappy if it's centered around food? Like, that is literally like God's greatest gift.
Now, are you going to do the Black Friday or get ready for it?
Okay, so I love me some Black Friday, but also, I get like pummeled when I'm out shopping and I have the kids because I was saying like Daryl's. So I started doing online, which, life hack, guys, it's all the same stuff online at the same time that Black Friday is. And you don't have to leave your house and you're in your jammies and they have more selection because it's pulling from every store.
Well, on Amazon Prime, free shipping.
Yeah.
And
I even did Macy's. What was it? 2 years ago, I did Macy's Black Friday shopping, was available on Thanksgiving.
Awesome. I get coupons from them.
For the same thing.
Yeah.
I saved hundreds of dollars.
Me too.
Hundreds and free shipping. And I got some kick-ass stuff and I will do it again. And now it's all practically Tuesday.
And I have a Macy's card, which even makes it 20% less.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you get like friends and family coupons and things. I love Macy's during the holidays. They have some really good stuff. They have like good slippers. And have you noticed, have you ever tried to shop for slippers not during the holidays?
Yes, it's hard. You can't find it.
Nothing. Or robes.
It's trying to get in California sunscreen in like April. People are like, and you can go to CVS or a drugstore and they're like, I think we got some in the back. And you're just like, this is California. The sun is always here. It's always here. Yeah. No, I mean,
not that it like goes away.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Well, I mean, this holiday is absolutely about being thankful, giving back. I know we typically do our small victories. I would kind of like to, if it's okay with you, organize that in this podcast about more so being thankful and what we do to show it and what you guys do in your family as maybe some traditions and things for giving back.
Well, one thing that I do, and it's just because I had a grandmother who lived to be 101.
Dude, that's awesome.
It is. And I'm her namesake. Her name was Terry as well.
Shut up.
Yeah, so it was kind of nice. There is a senior center by my house, and on Thanksgiving, after everything's winding down, is Sorry, as long as there's not a Steeler game on. And it's only like a mile from my house, but we go over and I go over and just trying to talk to the seniors that are there. That's amazing. There's usually anywhere from 10 to 20, 25. They do like a turkey dinner for them, kind of cafeteria style. And they're sitting in the library and they're just kind of sitting there. And then I go in and sometimes I'll bring Summer if she's not working, because she works definitely at a place that usually works on holidays as well. And just say, how's everybody doing? What's going on? And when she was little, she would come with me.
Really?
Yeah. And she's just such a cute little toddler and just a little girl. And she'd go over there and, and she'd hand out, books for them to read. And I bring extra books. And this one lady there, one gal, she has to be, I would say, late 80s.
Okay.
And she embraced my Jackie Collins novels, which I thought that was interesting. I'm like, isn't this a little bit too much smut for you? She goes, the smuttier the better. I'm like, okay, you go, girl.
No, the elderly are raunchy and risque and freaky, just even more
crazy
than us young folk.
Us younger gals. Yeah, it's just
That's
funny.
awesome, though, that you do that. And what a great thing for Summer to be able to
She
be
hasn't done it
exposed
with
to
me
that.
in a couple of years, because she's worked. But it's just, I always remember, like, I got to get over to the senior center. And when I walk in, they know you by first name, and and they all say Miss Terry, which is cute. So It's just something that we've done over the last few years. I'm trying to remember last year, because it was a Steeler game on. I think it was just a quick stop in the morning, and so, but usually it's after. So it's kind of
That's
good.
really cool.
And I'm cooking this year, so.
Well, I expect leftovers of your freaking mashed potatoes and your rum strawberries. No, it's funny that you mentioned the senior center, because my mom and I discussed actually going to the Phoenix Children's Hospital and bringing Carson. I'll have both kids with me. I'm not sure I'll bring Dylan, just because I won't be able to actually interact if I'm dealing with him. But going over to the Children's Hospital and spending time there and incorporating some of the charities that we've actually discussed here before, and kind of working with them and just seeing them and spending time with the other kids, and something positive. And
I love that.
Yeah, we're super excited. And you know what? And it also reminds you of what you're thankful for, what you're blessed to have, even the smallest things. I'm so thankful for my family. I'm so thankful for my kids. I'm thankful for you.
Oh.
Even though you stole the mashed potato recipe. But no, really. And I think that's really and truthfully, as much as we have so many things to banter about with all the mom life things, it's important to kind of step back and just be like, I'm really, as much as this stuff is like chaos, it's awesome.
It is. No, it's great. And we are very blessed to have the families we have and the things that are going on in our life, and to be able to podcast and have the time to do that. And just to, talk to everybody out there, and our numbers are growing. So we
love you guys. Those subscriber numbers have been skyrocketing.
Yeah, we're over 400, really and it's just very exciting. And we've reached Hawaii now and across the country.
Like 16 states, several countries.
Yeah,
we really, really appreciate you guys. And if you can share the knowledge of this podcast, and any moms out there that you might know that could benefit from this, or maybe not, like, give it to like moms who are like scared of being a mom, or like new moms. Maybe ease them into this podcast.
Exactly. Well, and we just had a blog that went up, not just for football that Korren did, but I just put one up too with regard to not feeling guilt about having a job and a career.
Yeah.
And that was one of our platforms that we wanted to do this for, is for that working mother out there. And whether you're in a job that you're leaving your house, or the job of being a mom, or you have a side hustle or something that you're doing, we all have jobs. So, and I'm a business owner. So, it's nice to be able to just talk about that, and not just forgive yourself, not have the guilt, and just be happy with who you are and what's going on. So as far as giving back, we hope we do that for you guys. And, any closing remarks?
We wish you a wonderful Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble, and shit.
Yeah. And everybody, hey, start that shopping.
Yes. Buy me stuff.
Yeah. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening to the BunLife Podcast. You can find us at www.thebunlife.com. You can email us at thebunlifeofficial@gmail.com. You can also find us on social media platforms, including Instagram and Facebook at The BunLife Official. You can stream our podcast on almost all platforms, including YouTube, Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn, Google Play, as well as our website. Don't forget to rate us and leave us a review on whatever platform you listen to. Now, everyone, make it a great day. Until next time.
I'm good. Thank you.